Hey guys, Claire here. In today's video, we're going to talk about all things Harry and Meghan. Prince Harry is currently in the UK and he's had quite a busy trip, and his itinerary has been quite packed. Literally, from the time that he landed. He shortly after arriving in London visited the burial place of his late grandmother to pay his respects and to privately lay a wreath. The next stop for the Duke was of course the 2025 Well Child Awards. The Duke stepped out looking quite dapper, and I'm not the only one who thought so. What was his name? Is Tom Sykes, who regularly writes about Harry and Meghan, quickly updated with his Substack to talk about just how dapper Prince Harry looked. I swear. It's interesting to me because we'll get into it further on in the video, but I have noticed that just about every royal reporter that spends a lot of time nitpicking and finding the negative in Harry and Meghan on a daily basis pretty much dropped covering Prince William for this week and followed Prince Harry. That Cameron Walker guy from GB News, Chris Shipp, Rhiannon Mills, I believe her name is. All of these people who are very anti-Harry and Meghan, they dropped their coverage of Prince William and followed Prince Harry at just about every single stop that he made. But yeah, let's get back to it. For Well Child Awards, of course, Harry took the time to meet with all of the winners and their parents, and this particular interaction with one of the winners is such a beautiful moment. Someone on Twitter said that this is the photo of the year for the royal family, and I have to agree. Seeing the video and the photos, it's such a heartwarming moment. Just an ever-present reminder of just how good Prince Harry is when he's interacting with the greater public.
The courage of the kids, but the parents often get left out of the conversation. So we're going to do as much as we can to encourage or to make it possible for these parents to go on date nights. To be able to get some relief, because that's such a big piece to this, and it's been a constant for the last 17 years. So I'm just really happy that this charity is still going strong at the 20-year point.
That's really lovely. My second question was going to be about the fact that you had become a father, but that recognition of the importance of a date night, the importance of parents being able to have a moment to themselves, because being a parent is all-consuming anyway, but when you're looking after a child with complex needs, is that something that... Yeah.
You only have to hear these stories. And
also, before I forget, how adorable was that little girl and her mom gifting Harry that little soccer shirt for Prince Archie. And it's one thing that we do know is that Harry, Meghan, and the children do in fact wear and enjoy the items that are gifted to them. So I think that's very sweet.
The only reliable way to get these two people to work is for Prince Harry to step out. They'll go months and months on Greek yachts and on vacation, but when Prince Harry steps out, these two are going to lock right in. Not only did Kate Middleton surprise join William today, right before Harry stepped out to the Well Child Awards in the UK, William has set up 3 events in a week, which is more than he has done in years, and that's because Prince Harry has 3 events on the same days that William is going to also be working. So if you want to see these two out and about doing something for all of their taxpayer-funded dollars, then you better also check around for Prince Harry, because he will no doubt be somewhere near them. And this is why the royal family is so short-sighted and, let's just say, stupid. Because they could have had Harry and Meghan working part-time in a totally different country. They could have been elsewhere, not stepping on these two. But you would have gotten more work out of these two, and you would have also had access to Harry and Meghan, which are clearly the only 2 people that this whole family cares about.
Prince Harry's next stop was to the community recording studio in Nottingham for the announcement of a substantial donation to the children in need in order to support their work tackling violence impacting young people. The Duke received a very positive welcome, lots of smiles, lots of cheers, and lots of requests for photos. In the studio, you could see Harry doing a little dance, or his signature dance, meeting with all the young people at the recording studio, and of course announcing his £1.1 million donation. And that's from his personal money, not from Archwell, his personal money. And this week we've seen multiple sizable donations from the Duke. Now, someone in the crowd was wearing a Team Harry shirt, and Chris Shipp interviewed her and asked her if Charles and William was showing up, would she have worn like a Team Charles or Team William shirt? And to that, she promptly responded, no. Like I said before, they genuinely seem to be surprised about just how receptive people have been, and the fact that there are actually people showing up to catch a glimpse of Harry, to shake his hand, to take a few photos. And we know for some other people, while they're doing the engagements, the place is blocked out, but there's not many people who are interested.
Outside, meanwhile, no detective skills needed to work out who this lady had come to support.
Now, say if the King or Prince William were here today, would you wear a t-shirt saying Team William or Team King?
I wouldn't. I can't say
Right.
it.
I think this clip, thanks Hello Magazine, and the headline really shows the difference between Harry and Meghan and the rest of the non-working taxpayer-funded royal family. Prince Harry personally donates £1.1 million of his own money to a UK charity and makes a demonstrable vow alongside that money to continue to do good. To donate £1.1 million, you've got to probably earn about 1.8 because you get taxed on it, right? So this is a significant donation from Harry. And what does it show us? It shows us that William and Kate are like Smaug the dragon. They are obsessed with gaining wealth at the rate of £2 million a month. They don't pay tax, by the way, like Harry does. Says it all, doesn't it? They're obsessed by gaining wealth at the rate of £2 million a month for the minimal amount of work. And what do they give away? Absolutely nothing. It's a tale of two cities. It's a tale of two families. It's a tale of light turning up doing good against the forces of darkness. It really is.
Now, when Prince Harry announced his £1.1 million donation to children in need, I'm not the only one who found the contrast to be very interesting. Remember a couple months ago, that documentary that talked about the amount of money that William and Charles get from hospitals, charities, schools, etc., and just how dynamic a difference between those two and Prince Harry. Of course, William and Charles are now billionaires. We don't know the amount of taxes that they pay. Do they even pay taxes at all? But this is not the first time that Harry has given over $1 million out of his pocket. And so far, you can tell that it's really pissing off certain people in the palace because the usual suspects are already out doing interviews trying to downplay the significance of Prince Harry's donation.
Extraordinary move for him to make. It's a break with royal protocol. The royals help raise money, they give their time, but they don't give gifts and money.
His point about breaking protocol, Harry doesn't work for the family anymore, and he hasn't for like 5 years now. So protocol is just a non-starter. And I've realized that they love to use protocol as a beating stick for Harry and Meghan, right? Kate and just about everybody else does certain things, and it's not breaking protocol. Meghan does it. It's breaking protocol. And it sort of reminded me too of a comment that Harry made in Spare, where he said that Charles and William weren't too happy about him, putting out that statement condemning the racism that was thrown at Meghan pretty early on in the relationship because it made them look bad. So I don't doubt that there are a few temper tantrums going on when the announcement happened. And of course, it's already been recorded that Prince Harry's individual donation is the highest recorded for a member of the British royal family. Show up and do good. Also, there's this cute little story of some school students who met the Duke one of the pupils said that I'm not washing my hand for a week. That's so sweet.
One's the prince, one's my dad. But they both got crowns. Harry's is royal, Dad's is from the barbers when his hairline gave off.
I watched television last night. You know, they split the screen. They showed Harry at his Well Child charity, and they showed Kate and William at the Women's Institute. And incidentally, it was only supposed to be William going. At the last minute, Kate said she wanted to be there. That's because they realised that Harry, if Kate wasn't there, would get the headlines. And you watched Harry. The royal family really needs him. His interactions with people, he's so natural and friendly and warm.
You know, it needs to be said time and time again that there is something incredibly broken about the British monarchy, because Harry is in England right now and his whole itinerary was open to the public on Sunday. By Monday, they found engagements for his brother and the wife to do, and it is mirroring everything that Harry is doing. If you don't believe me, look it up. And this is what's crazy to me. Like, I understand that there's only so much a royal can do when it comes to public engagement, because there's only so many places you can visit, right? But it is telling when on a Tuesday, Harry just so happens to be somewhere where music is the centra. Now, William was somewhere where music was the centra. Like, it's... And the thing is that nobody cares. You guys are just so clueless on how this works. Like, no way Harry came into town. He's only there for 4 days. And you all just got to get ahead of it. I'm going to get ahead of it. Let's get ahead of Harold and let's do this and let's do that. Like the way he said jump and you said how high.
We love you, Harry. Thank you, Harry. Thank you so much. Thank you, Harry. Thank you, Harry. Thank you so much. We love you, Harry. Thank you so much. Thank you, Harry.
Are you enjoying your time in London?
Nice to meet you guys. Hello.
Anyway, these are the crowds outside of Harry's engagements this week in the UK. And if you're wondering why I'm telling you that, it's because I'm going to show you an engagement that his sibling, Harry's sibling, as GBN has been calling the Prince of Wales. So this was his engagement by comparison. So every single time everybody tells you that William and Kate are more popular, I want you to remember this video. And I know I sound like a witch right now because I'm gonna laugh a little bit. I know I should be a better person intellectually in my heart, but see for yourself. Like, I'm trying to be a better person, and like towards the end I want you to focus on like the zoom in. Like, whoever did the zoom in towards the end, God is watching you. God is watching you, because it wasn't necessary. But not only was it necessary, but like just look at how like all the barricades are like holding back no one. They're holding back space, I guess. And look at how everybody's just like minding their business. And again, that zoom at the end, God is watching you. But yeah, the next time somebody tells you, oh my gosh, William and Kate are like so popular, just remember, these people have been proven to buy and use bots. So y'all love them online, and it's like 55 accounts as proven by Twitter, and an official report that shows that these people are not as popular as you want them to be. And having said that, I'm going to leave this chart here as usual to just kind of remind people what I'm talking about, what people are talking about when they say you're lying to yourselves if you think William and Kate are more popular than Harry.
On the third day of Prince Harry's trip, he visited the Centre for Injury Studies, which is a part of the Imperial College of London. Time to the visit, Harry and Meghan's Archewell Foundation announced that they have donated $500,000 to 3 organizations supporting injured children from Gaza and Ukraine. No single organization can solve this alone, Prince Harry said in a statement today. Gaza now has the highest density of child amputees in the world and in history. It takes partnerships across government, science, medicine, humanitarian response, and advocacy to ensure that children survive and can recover after blast injuries. The 3 donations include $200,000 to the World Health Organization to support medical evacuations from Gaza to Jordan, $150,000 to Save the Children to provide ongoing humanitarian support in Gaza, and $150,000 to the Center of Blast Injury Studies to help its efforts to develop prosthesis that can support injured children, particularly those children injured from the conflicts in Ukraine and Gaza. So all in all, in this trip, between Harry's personal donation of $1.5 million to the children in need and this $500,000 donation from Archewell, this is the embodiment of service is universal. An article from Town and Country is quoted as saying the prince's involvement spotlighting the injured children of Gaza is very important. The head of the World Health Organization was also in attendance, and during this engagement he's quoted as saying that Harry's involvement in spotlighting the injured children of Gaza is very important. Harry also participated in a roundtable discussion with the representatives from WHO and Save the Children to discuss issues facing the children of Gaza.
How lazy do you have to be for the usually differential press to notice that the only time you're this active at work is when your brother comes to town? What do I mean? So the Daily Telegraph noted that a certain brother will carry out engagements over 3 consecutive days, calling it an unusual amount. For most people like you and I, 3 consecutive days of work is bare minimum. For the other brother, it's remarkable and remarkable enough for media to actually comment about it. And royal records themselves actually confirm this inconsistency, because if you check the records, the court circular for last year, September, of the anniversary of Queen Elizabeth's death, there were no engagements for the other brother. So this sudden paying tribute thing, it doesn't wash. And it's even more laughable that his wife decided to join him at the last minute on this tribute visit. Yeah, I would just say, though, that even where they went to is barely a few miles down the road from where they live. So, yeah, it's sounding very hurried to me. It's sounding very last minute. I've got to be out there, show my face, so I can steal my brother's thunder kind of thing. So, yeah, I just find it very, very odd. And once again, you have a situation where it's optics over duty, optics over care, optics over genuine concern. And unfortunately, this is the problem with the monarchy as it stands right now, because Harry lands in town, pays a visit to his grandmother's grave, and boom, Whale Child Awards. That photo of him jousting, balloon jousting with that girl. I mean, who can forget that? So yeah, unfortunately, they lost the hard worker, the charismatic prince, the good-looking prince, the warm-hearted prince, the prince who's carrying his mother's legacy, who has his mother's nature. So yeah, they can make appearances all they want while Harry's in town. Even the press are only interested in Harry. And yeah, I just thought it was funny. But anyway, let's see what the next few days will bring. I bet who knows what's going to make a reappearance. Maybe the wig might come back. Who knows?
By now, we all know that Prince Harry and King Charles met at Clarence House. It's reported they met, some people say 50, some say 55 minutes during Prince Harry's trip. Apparently, the both had some tea and a conversation. It's not known if Camilla or anyone else is in attendance, but from the amount of people that have been stalking Prince Harry's every move and camping out in front of Clarence House just to get a video or photos of the Duke, were not disappointed. Now, so far we don't know what was said or discussed. Hopefully that remains private, but we do know that certain things always tend to leak from unnamed palace sources, so we'll see how long that continues. But of course, it made breaking news, not just in the UK, where it has hijacked just about every single tabloid and newspaper, but also here in the US as well.
It's the moment royal fans had been holding out for. Prince Harry reuniting with his father, King Charles, for the first time since February last year. As I understand it, the King and his son met for a private tea at the King's London residence, Clarence House.
As we know, it was reported yesterday that Harry gave £1.1 million to children in need. Bravo, good King Harry. Now, already some people, media, trolls, etc., have found a way to make this a bad thing. But this is the reality. Harry's donation will fund safer places, stronger communities, and help young people find their potential. And he did it without the palace machinery, taxpayer perks, or a title to hide behind. It's the clearest proof yet that service is about what you give, not what you're called. The Windsors love to play the HRH games, but titles do not feed children. Optics do not feed children. Money and action do. Bravo, Harry. Bravo, Meghan. Keep showing up. Keep doing good.
So Prince Harry came into London, arrived London today for the Well Child Awards, 20 years of the charity that he's a patron of. And guess what the royal family lazy ones did. I'm sorry, but that's how I'm going to call them. The future king and future queen, who have been holidaying, doing vacation all of this year, and have asked people to let them enjoy their privacy after moving to their new home. Suddenly, these people who've not done any significant work this year decided that on the same day that Harry landed in the UK for the Well Child Awards, that they were going to get busy. Fine, I understand. The same day as his grandma's 3rd anniversary death. And that's when they now decided that they were also going to have some activities going on. Believe you me, just as far as I'm concerned, to draw attention away from Harry, because Harry came into town and the whole media in Britain, that's all they were talking about. And the Princess Kate was so convenient with this visit and whatever it is that Prince William had going on the same day as his brother's visit to the UK for an award that's extremely significant. Catherine found it an important thing to do to make sure that she was with William on the same day. These guys are they're just funny. Like, really. Did you guys see Harry? Did you see that guy that the Duchess of Sussex has been taking good care of? I understand why they hate him so much. They hate her, actually, so much. I mean, the guy, he looks good. I mean, like, really looks good. But on a serious note, I love the way what he does comes so natural to him. genuinely showing love to children. I mean, these are medically challenged kids, that he is a patron of the charity that cares for the affairs of these children. You don't see anything forced when it comes to Harry. Everything comes natural like it does with his mother. And he sure enjoys what he does. Genuinely enjoys what he does. You can see that through all of Harry's involvement in anything he does. He puts all of his heart and soul into it. And that's why these ventures, charities, everything he does thrives. I think the royal family they just need to give it a break. As it is, we all now know that anytime the media is talking about Harry in a negative way, they are the ones who plant those stories. I mean, what Prince William did today with his wife, ensuring that they had all the attention, which they didn't get anyway, taken away from, they didn't get it, but they wanted it taken away from Harry's visit, and made sure that for the days that Harry will be around, they had events planned. I mean, come on now. Like, really, come on. Who does that? You were the older brother acting like a cheapskate, and the prince who's supposed to be the king of England one day. This is so beneath you. This whole charade, this nonsense that they're doing in Britain. I'm talking about Prince William and Princess Katie. They need to rest. Harry has chosen his own path. And if he's respecting yours, respect his. And for those who were like, oh, we don't want him back in London, I saw how people came out to see him go into that venue. And I saw how the organizers of the venue gave him his due respect. And you can see how warm he received them and how warmly they received him. So please, haters of Harry and Meghan, give it a rest. They would be in this space for the rest of their life doing all that they do. And if they choose not to want to come to London to live full-time no more, well, let them be. Harry has a family now. And I know that he didn't get himself out of that family by choice. They more or less made him have to take that decision by going after his wife the way they did. It's a reminder of what they did to Princess Diana. And for a child who had to walk behind his mother's coffin at that age, you guys need to give him a break if he chooses his family over the royals. Harry, good job. And Meghan, well done for taking good care of him. He looks good. And girl, you're a lucky one too, to have a prince like him with a heart that he has.
And with that, we've come to the conclusion of this week's video. In my last video, I had apologized for the delay in upload because I really wasn't feeling well. And there's a lot of you in the comment section who's asking how I was doing and sending your prayers, which I genuinely appreciate so much. Don't really want to go into too much details, but if you've been here for a while, then you know that I recently had a surgery, and there are certain things that were happening that I was told is pretty normal, but with time it would lessen. But that hasn't been the case, so I've been sort of dealing with that on the side. Yeah, when it rains it pours. But yeah, wherever you guys are, I hope that you have a good week. Be good to yourselves. Be safe out there. It's a scary, scary world that we live in. There is so much going on. It's a little terrifying. So stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell.